Welcome dear friends to my video course on CTET-TET psychology and one of the topics personality. In this video course I would like to give the meaning of personality, characteristics of personality, different theories and also some of the important questions that you can really benefit out of that along with some explanations. I am sure it will be of great help to you to crack TET, CTET. I am going to give all the topics necessary for CTET, TET examinations. If you go through all my videos, you will find valuable information and also the well selected questions that would be appearing in CTET, TET exams, I believe. So let us straight away enter into the video course. Dear friends, what is personality? The word personality has been derived from a Latin word persona, which means a mask. Therefore, personality used to mean the outward appearance of a person. Later on, it came to mean the real nature of man. It is the embodiment of physical, mental, emotional, social, moral and other traits of a human being. The word personality has been derived from the Latin word persona. The word persona means a mask used by the actors to change their appearance. But in Roman times it was taken to mean the actor. This second meaning has been taken in the modern concept of personality. In ordinary conversation, the word personality means the external appearance of the individual. In philosophy, the meaning of personality has been interpreted in terms of the self. But in psychology, personality includes both appearance and self and much more. Personality is not a fixed state. It is continuously changing due to interaction with the environment. It is described in terms of an individual's contact, behavior, activities, movements, words and attitudes and opinions and everything else concerning the individual. In education, the word personality means all-round development of the child. Personality is defined as individuals' unique and relatively consistent patterns of thinking, feeling and behaving. Personality is a dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine his unique adjustment to his environment. This is according to famous psychologist Allport. This is a very nice definition. Often people used to ask in the exams, TET exam, CTET exams. Personality is the total quality of an individual's behavior as it is revealed in his characteristics, habits of thoughts and expressions, his attitudes and interactions, his manner of activity. This is according to R.S. Woodworth. So it is a total quality of an individual behavior in terms of his thoughts, feelings, actions, etc. What are the characteristics of personality? Personality is always dynamic. It is a combination of both physical and psychological. It is an organized and integrated system. Personality is developed through social interaction. Personality refers to the process of adjustment to the environment. Personality is something unique and specific. Personality is self-consciousness. It is common character but differs from individual to individual. Personality is not static. It is dynamic and lifelong process. Personality is a product of heredity and environment. Learning and experience plays a vital role to develop the personality. What are the factors influencing the personality? Personality is developed by some factors. The most important factors are two: personal factors and social factors. What are the personal factors involved in making of a personality? These include all the internal factors like physical structure of an individual, The main personal factors are physique, that is our health, physical health, the nervous system and glands, mental and psychological factors. What do you mean by physique? It is a combination of many components like appearance, height, weight, health, strength, size, intelligence, etc. And the nervous system also plays a role in personality construction. Nervous system is a coordinating system through its well-knitted system of nerve cells and fibers. Some glands are involved to develop the individual's personality. That also matters, like endocrine glands, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal secretion of fluid, thyroid fluid. Over secretion leads to restlessness, upset, irritated mind. Less secretion of thyroid makes people slow, lazy, sleepy, dependent, lethargic and sluggish. Then there is a parathyroid. This fluid, if it secretes too much, it makes people quiet, slow down. And less secretion of this fluid, parathyroid, makes sensitize the nerves and muscles and makes more excitable. There is adrenal fluid. High means vigorous, energetic and efficient, and low means if it secretes very low, it means indecisiveness and irritation in the minds of the people. Then there is another factor, mental and psychological factor, that involves in personality. Mental factor, that is intelligence, plays a vital role in the development of personality. It helps in adjustment, learning, acquisition of knowledge and skill. Some of the psychological factors are motives, interest, attitudes, emotional reactions, sentiments. School environment also matters. The personality characteristics of the teachers, headmaster, classmates, the teaching methods, curriculum, these also become the factors affecting the personality. Then there are social factors, all the external factors like the influence of home, school, society. These are the main social factors that determine the individual's personality. Then home and family also become the factors for one's personality. From the birth of the child, the parents and the home and the family atmosphere provide the normal growth and development of one's personality. It includes the parents, parental attitude, size of the family, order of birth, family economic level, etc. The society plays an important role to develop the personality. Neighborhood, social groups, religious institutions or agencies like temple, club, press, mass media like radio, television, then social values and customs, traditions, beliefs. These become the social factors that affect individuals' personality. So there are different approaches to understand personality. There is a type approach. Human beings can be classified into a few clearly defined types according to their behavioral characteristics like somatic structure, blood types or fluids in the body. Somatic structure means human bodily structure. So Hippocrates classification. According to Hippocrates, the human body consists of 4 types: blood, yellow bile, phlegm and black bile. The predominance of one of these 4 types of fluids in one's body would give him a unique temperamental characteristics leading to a particular type of personality. Then Kretschmer's classification. Ernst Kretschmer, a German psychiatrist, thinks that there is a close relationship between one's physical constitution and personality. What are the types and bodily characteristics and psychological characteristics with regard to Kretschmer's type of personality? He gives 3 types of personality aspects: asthenic, athletic muscular, picnic. Actually 4 types. What is the asthenic type? Normally these people will be tall, thin and weak, and their psychological characteristics will be unsociable, withdrawn. They won't be talking to people so freely, reserved, sensitive, etc. Then athletic type, they will be having strong, sturdy bodies, and normally they will be energetic and optimistic as psychological characteristics. There is a muscular type, adjustable, interested in physical action. Then picnic, short, round and fat, sociable, jolly, easygoing, fun-loving and hilarious. Actually athletic persons will be strong, sturdy, energetic, optimistic. Then this picnic type of people will have short, round and fat physical bodies. They will be sociable, jolly, easygoing, fun-loving, hilarious, and they will be always seeking for some adventures in life, etc. Then Spranger's classification, another type. These may not be very scientific, but this is how psychologists began to delve deeper into the concept of personality. In the beginning, perhaps some sort of intelligent guesswork based on one's experience. But today, finding one's personality has become very scientific. Even approach to personality has become very, very scientific. So the Spranger's classification is not very scientific, but nevertheless, this is how the journey of the concept of personalities began from such philosophers or psychologists. Dr. William Spranger, an American surgeon, classified human beings into types according to their physical structures with corresponding temperamental characteristics. He believes that physical structure of the body is the detriment of personality characteristics. He gives 3 types of personality aspect: endomorphic, mesomorphic, ectomorphic. Endomorphic people will be round and fat, and they will be soft, sociable and affectionate. These are psychological characteristics of endomorphic people. And the mesomorphic people will be muscular and strong, energetic. Their psychological characteristics will be ambitious and assertive. Then ectomorphic people will be having thin and tall physical structure. Their psychological characteristics will be fear, introversion and restraint. They will be fearful, introvert and restrained. According to the modern psychologists, this type of approach of personality is not at all fair and also misleading. At the same time, we cannot say that this type of approach is useless. This approach has certainly some historical values, such as this was the first attempt to typify people, which generated a lot of researches. It also attempts to assess the personality of an individual as a whole. It does not study personality in terms of fragments of traits. Lastly, we can say that these types become reference points or guidelines for the examination of dimensions of personality by different psychologists. Then there is an approach called a trait approach in personality. In our daily life, we label individuals in terms of traits, in other words, qualities, attributes, and qualify people as honest, aggressive, lazy, etc. A trait of personality refers to any distinctive character of a person's thoughts, feelings, and actions which makes him different from others. A trait must describe the consistent style of behavior of an individual. There are various types of personality, various theories of personality. There are several definitions of personality, several theories of personalities in order to explain its nature. Let us discuss some of them. Psychoanalytic theory. Psychoanalytic theory is so influential that it is a global theory. Freud explained that people have 2 basic instincts, sex and aggressiveness. These instincts are not always socially accepted. Freud's theory describes a conflict between a person's instinctual need for gratification and the demands of society for socialization. Please mark these words. Freud's theory describes a conflict between a person's instinctual need for gratification, that is satisfaction, and the demands of society for socialization. This theory is also called Freudian theory. Freud classified three stages of personality: core of personality, structure of personality, development of personality. The core of personality, that is a theory of personality dynamics. Structure of personality, it is a theory of personality structure. Development of personality, it is a theory of psychosexual development. What is the core of personality? Freud states that there are three levels of consciousness: the conscious behavior, the pre-conscious or subconscious behavior, the unconscious behavior. The conscious behavior includes the thoughts, feelings and actions of which people are not at all aware of. The thoughts and feelings and actions of which people are aware. That is, they are conscious of their thoughts, feelings and actions. Whereas the pre-conscious or subconscious, it is a mental activity that people can become aware of only if they attend to it very closely. If they give a lot of attention, only they can understand their subconscious nature of personality. Then there is a unconscious. This is a mental activity that people are unaware of and cannot be aware of except through certain psychological techniques. What is the structure of personality according to Freud? The primary structural elements of personality are id, ego and superego. The id is the source of a person's instinctual energy. It works on the pleasure principle, which assumes that people try to maximize immediate gratification. It doesn't care about morals, society or other individuals. It seeks immediate pleasure only. The id is irrational and impulsive. The second structure of the mind is the ego. The second major component of functioning of mind is the ego. Ego works on the reality principle. It is realistic and logical, postponing gratification until it can be achieved in socially acceptable ways. Then it represents, that is, the ego represents the organized, rational and planning dimensions of personality. The ego is the pragmatic, practical part of the personality that learns various compromises to reduce the tension of its instinctual urges. So that is why we talk about defense mechanism. Defense mechanism is part of this pragmatic part of the ego personality. There is a superego. It is the third component in the structure of personality. It is the moral branch of mental functioning. Superego controls the id and ego. Superego imposes the moral codes. Superego develops in response to parental rewards and punishments. Now, let us analyze some of the important questions with explanations. What is the definition of personality? Is it a set of skills and knowledge, a unique pattern of traits, emotions and behaviors, an individual's physical appearance, the ability to socialize effectively? Of course, by this time you would have guessed what is the right answer. So, what is the definition of personality? It is a unique pattern of traits, emotions and behaviors. Personality refers to the unique combination of psychological traits, emotions and behaviors that consistently define an individual. Which of the following is a component of personality according to Freud's psychoanalytic theory? Here, 4 alternatives given: ego, social norms, memory, intelligence. Of course, ego is the component. There are 3 components of personality according to Freud: id, ego and superego. So here in this question, ego. According to Freud, the personality is divided into three components: id, ego and superego. Ego is responsible for mediating between the unconscious desires of the id and the moral standards of the superego. The third question: what term is used to describe the enduring characteristics that distinguish one person from another? Is it temperament, behavior, attitude, trait? So it is trait. Trait is used to describe the enduring characteristic that distinguishes one person from another. Traits are enduring characteristics that consistently differentiate one individual from another, influencing behavior across various situations. Which personality theory emphasizes the role of unconscious motives and childhood experiences? Is it humanistic theory, trait theory, psychoanalytic theory, social cognitive theory? So, this is a psychoanalytic theory. Freud's psychology is called psychoanalytic theory of personality. Psychoanalytic theory developed by Freud highlights the significance of unconscious motives and childhood experiences in shaping personality. What type of personality is characterized by being organized, responsible, and self-disciplined? Is it extroverted, conscientious, agreeable, neurotic? That is conscientious. See, conscientious individuals are organized, responsible and self-disciplined, reflecting traits associated with conscientiousness. So the ego principle of Freud is more or less all the more same. According to humanistic theories, what is the innate drive for personal growth and fulfillment called? Is it self-actualization, determinism, conditioning, prejudice? It is self-actualization. It comes under Maslow's hierarchical need theory. He puts self-actualization at the topmost rung in the ladder of personality. So, humanistic theories such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs emphasize the innate drive for self-actualization, the realization of one's own potential. What is the term for the consistent tendency to behave in a particular way across various situations? That is temperament. It is not mood, consistency, state or etc. Temperament. Temperament is the term for consistent tendency to behave in a particular way across various situations. Temperament refers to the enduring and consistent tendencies in an individual's behavior across different situations. Which type of personality is characterized by being outgoing, social and assertive? Is it introverted, agreeable, extroverted, neurotic? See, extroverted persons will be outgoing, they will be very social and they will be assertive. So, extroverted individuals are outgoing, social and assertive, representing traits associated with the extroversion. What is the primary focus of personality in psychology? Is it behavior, cognition, that is intelligence, emotion? All of the above, all three domains: behavior, cognition, emotion, that is thoughts, emotions and actions. So personality encompasses various aspects including behavior, cognition and emotion. According to the psychoanalytic theory, which component of personality operates on the pleasure principle? Of course, by this time you would have guessed the right answer, that is id. Id operates on the pleasure principle in Freud's theory of psychoanalysis. It seeks immediate gratification. Id seeks immediate pleasure. Which psychological perspective emphasizes the role of unconscious processes in shaping personality? Is it humanistic, behavioral, psychodynamic, cognitive? It is psychodynamic. Psychodynamic perspective focuses on unconscious influences. What term is used to describe the consistency of personality traits over time? Is it stability, flexibility, plasticity, variability? So here we can very well conclude stability is used to describe the consistency of personality traits over time. Whatever may be the ups and downs in life or troubles and tribulations, the personality remains stable. That is the idea given here. Stability refers to the enduring nature of personality traits. Why is the study of personality important in psychology? Is it to predict behavior, to understand individual differences, to enhance interpersonal relationships? All of the above, of course, all of the above. It is for predicting behavior, it is for understanding individual differences, it is for enhancing interpersonal relationship. Studying personality helps in predicting behavior, understanding differences, and improving relationships. How does understanding personality contribute to mental health treatment? Is it tailoring interventions, that is making suitable for the students to consume? Tailoring interventions, identifying coping strategies, enhancing therapist-client rapport, all of the above. Of course, all of the above. Because personality understanding aids in tailoring interventions. How to give something to some type of people, some type of personalities. So we have to select and then give. So that is called a tailored interventions. So the personality understanding aids in tailored interventions. Coping strategy. Coping strategy identification. How to cope with troubles and tribulations. How to identify them, and the very fact that someone identifies these coping strategies, he will be free from any type of problem. And rapport building. How to mingle with others. How to be sociable with others. How to be in harmony with others, rapport building. So the personality understanding aids in all these three. In what ways does personality influence stress management, coping styles, resilience, perceived stresses, all of the above? So all of the above is the right answer. Why? Because personality affects coping styles, how to manage emotions, coping style, resilience, that is how to give and take, how to act, how to be patient sometimes, resilience, and perception of stresses and what really causes trouble for us, and how to understand these stresses. Once we understand, we will be able to remove them also. So the perception of stresses. So the personality affects all these three: coping styles, resilience, and perceived stresses. How does personality contribute to social influence, assertiveness, leadership style, conformity, all of the above? Personality traits influence assertiveness, leadership, and conformity. In Sheldon's somato-types, which body type is associated with being sociable and outgoing? It is a mesomorph. It is not the endomorph or ectomorph, but mesomorph. Mesomorphs are often described as assertive and outgoing in Sheldon's somato-types of personality. According to Freud, individuals are fixated, that means not growing, fixated in the anal stage may develop which personality trait? If something happens in the adolescent stage, they become fixated in the anal stage, and so their psychological quality becomes stubbornness. In other words, not being obedient to the social norms, to the parental restrictions, etc. So Individuals fixated in the anal stage may develop stubbornness. It is not dependency, perfectionism or generosity. Anal fixation may lead to traits like stubbornness. What does the term personality refer to in psychology? It's a group of individuals, physical appearance, unique pattern of characteristics, social status. Of course, we have already seen that personality is nothing but the unique pattern of characteristics. Personality is the set of unique qualities and traits that characterize an individual's consistent pattern of behavior, thoughts, and emotions. In psychology, personality involves the study of what? Inanimate objects, only behavior, only thoughts, or behavior, thoughts, and emotions. Of course, you would be guessing the correct answer. It is nothing but behavior, thoughts, and emotions. It goes with the definition of personality. Personality encompasses a person's behavior, thoughts, and emotional patterns. According to psychological theories, personality is static and unchangeable, dynamic and can change over time, only determined by genetics, limited to cognitive aspects, which is the right answer. So according to psychological theories, personality is dynamic and can change over time. That is, dynamic means ever growthful. There is a chance for growth at any moment of one's life. So dynamic, it can change over time. Many psychological theories suggest that the personality is dynamic, that is ever growthful, and it can be influenced by various factors over time. What is the primary focus of personality psychology? Is it animal behavior? Is it cognitive processes, individual differences, social structures? Correct answer would be individual differences. We have already seen that also. Personality psychology focuses on understanding and explaining the unique characteristics and differences among individuals. Which of the following is a trait theory of personality? Is it psychoanalytic theory, humanistic theory, social cognitive theory, big 5 personality traits? Correct answer would be big 5 personality traits proposed by one of the famous psychologists. The big 5 personality traits, that is openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. They are part of trait theories actually. According to Freudian theory, individuals with a strong ego are likely to be impulsive, seek pleasure, manage conflicts effectively, be dominated by the superego. Which is the right one? Individuals with a strong ego are likely to manage conflicts effectively because they are following the realistic principles, do's and don'ts, rules and regulations, right and wrong. That is their nature. The personality with the ego concept, according to Freudian theory. The ego is responsible for managing conflicts and balancing the demands of the id and superego. Why is understanding personality important in educational settings? Is it only for grading purposes? Influences teaching methods and student interactions? Only relevant for counseling? Determines academic success solely? So, understanding personality is important because it influences teaching methods and student interactions. Understanding personality helps educators tailor teaching methods to individual needs and fosters positive student-teacher interactions. A person with a high emotional intelligence is likely to struggle in social situations, lack of self-awareness, understand and manage emotions effectively, be rigid in thinking. What is the correct answer here? Understanding and managing emotions effectively. That is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing, understanding and managing one's own emotions and the emotions of others. How can personality assessments benefit organizations? Only for recruitment, enhanced teamwork and productivity, only for individual counseling, determine promotion solely. See, Personality assessment can help in enhancing teamwork and productivity. Understanding the personalities of employees can improve the team dynamics and overall organizational productivity. Personality development is a lifelong process influenced by genetics only, environmental factors only, both genetics and environmental factors, or childhood experiences only. Of course, you should have guessed the answer correctly. It is both physical as well as psychological, that is both genetics and environmental factors. Personality development is shaped by a combination of genetic predispositions and environmental influences, both physical as well as psychological aspects of human being. Who proposed the psychosocial stages of development in personality? Sigmund Freud, Erik Erikson, Abraham Maslow, or Carl Rogers? Is Erik Erikson. Erik Erikson developed the psychosocial stages of development, emphasizing social and cultural influences on personality. The id, ego, and superego are components of which personality theory? Of course, you know yourself, psychoanalytic theory. We have already seen that. It is not trait theory, humanist theory, the social cognitive theory, but psychoanalytic theory. That is what Freud proposed as a theory of personality. Freudian psychoanalytic theory introduces the id, ego, and superego as key components of personality. According to Abraham Maslow, what motivates a human behavior and influences personality? Is it basic survival instincts, unconscious desires, hierarchy of needs, social learning? Of course, it is social learning. Thank you very much, dear friends. God bless you abundantly.